So let's see, what does this question say? It says that 5,500 Rand is invested for a period of 4 years. So P is equal to 4, P is equal to 5,500 in a savings account. For the first year, the investment grows at a simple interest rate at 11%. I is equal to 11%. Just say year one. And then at a rate of 12.5% per annum, compounded quarterly. Just leave it. So for the first year, the investment grows at a simple interest rate at 11% per annum, and then at a rate of 12% per annum, compounded quarterly for the rest of the period. Yeah, so I said the comprehension of this is, so this is compounded quarterly, right? So it's 3 months. So I'll just say simple, this is compound. Determine the value of the investment at the end of 4 years. Okay. So let's just check the timeline. Okay. So for the first year, so from time 0 to the first year, so we invested 5,500, right? And then from year to year, it's at the 11% at the simple interest rate. And then from year to year, and then from year to year, it's going to grow at 12%, and that's at compound interest, okay? And it says quarterly, right? Okay. Okay. So we can calculate. So for the simple interest formula, we have the formula is the accumulated amount is equal to the principal times 1 plus I in. So P is equal to 5,500. So 1 plus. So at this one is going to be at 11%. So it's 11 divided by 100, and it's just for 1 year. Right? So A for this one is going to be 6105. Okay. for the rest of the 3 years, it's going to compound quarterly. So n is equal to 3 times 4. It's going to be equal to 12. And then also the interest is going to be at, just check it quickly, 12 over 100, and then we need to divide that by 4 as well. Okay, so our compound interest equation is P times 1 plus I over 100 times n, sorry, to the power n. Okay. And now, because it's compounding quarterly, it's going to be 3 times 4 like we said there, so it's, our n is equal to 12. 12 and our I is equal to 12 over 100 times 4 plus 1, and our P is the previous accumulated amount, so it's 6105. 6105. And that gives us an answer of 8.31,8. Okay, so just to recap, the question tells us that the money was 5,500 was invested, right? For 4 years. In the first year, it increased at an interest rate of 11%, at a simple interest rate, and then for the next 3 years, it compounded at 12.5%, and it compounded quarterly, right? So for our first equation, we did our simple interest equation, and then we calculated our accumulated amount. And that accumulated amount is used in as our principal for the next equation in our compound interest equation. So we got 6105. So now from year to year we get 6105, right? 6105. Right? And then at this period, so this was for the first year. For the next year, it's going at the rate of 12.5%. And it is compounding quarterly for the next 3 years, right? So if it's compounding quarterly, it's 3 times 4, and then we also have to divide our interest by 4, right? And we plug in, and then at the end we get 8831,8. So at the end of the 4 years, it is 8831,8.